Is this thing on? Welcome back to Big Mouth Fam. Fancy seeing you here, and you are very welcome, my friends. I'm very somber. I'm very upset. I'm very devastated. A few days ago, we heard that Luke Perry suffered a stroke. We were hoping for the best. It's just been announced by his representatives that Luke Perry has died at the age of 52. Let me explain to you who Luke Perry is and was. Luke Perry was a superstar in the 90s. I remember when I first saw the adverts for Beverly Hills 90210, later just to be called 90210. Luke Perry and Jason Priestley were gods. They looked like Happy Days actors. You don't even know what Happy Days is, but basically they looked like 50s rock and roll stars. They were beautiful looking lads. And I remember when I first saw that show, Luke looked like a god, a superstar. We all looked up to them. The girls wanted to sleep with them. But they were both really, really good young actors. And I tell you what, there wasn't anyone in the world who didn't know who Jason Priestley and Luke Perry was. You know, Luke was massive. Luke was massive. And he was such a great... He was just great. He was just someone we all looked up to. You never heard any crap about him. I don't know about his life. I don't know how he suffered a stroke at his age, the age of 52. But I do know that for all the years 90210 was on, the original run, I loved him. I thought he was great. I wanted to look like him. I wanted to be as popular as him. And when you grow up with someone, not grow up with them personally, but on a TV show, they become part of your lives. So then, obviously, he disappeared after the show went off the air. Didn't hear much about him. Then Riverdale came off the screen, and then he plays Archie's dad. Wow, absolutely perfect. You know, Riverdale, a show that's obviously there for the same audience as 90210, an iconic show, an adaptation of the Archie comics, right? And you've got this guy who was the original hunk, boy idol, playing a boy idol's an ultimate character like Archie's dad. How amazing was that? I was so excited. I was so happy for Luke. And now we've lost him. I shouldn't feel that sad, I suppose. I suppose you're saying, well, you didn't know him. I didn't. But I grew up watching him. He was amazing. He was beautiful. He was a god. As I say, everyone loved Luke Perry. I'm so sorry to his friends and his family and everyone who knew him. I extend my regrets to the Riverdale cast, who I know really liked him. KJ Apper, who plays Archie, who plays his son, really looked up to him. Luke was always giving him advice to, just to lead a good, clean life and, not to get in some of the trouble that maybe Luke got into when he was a suit. Luke was one of the biggest things on TV at the time. There's no question. Him and Jason Priestley were massive, we talk about actors now. No one on TV or film is as massive now as those two were massive. And this was back in the day where TV was frowned upon a lot more. And you wouldn't get actors like Jason and Luke on film. It's not the same. But for TV, they were television superstars. And to learn of Luke's death now is absolutely devastating. And as I say, I'm really sad. So r.i.p. Luke Perry. I'm sorry to everyone who knew him and loved him. I will never forget you, Luke Perry. You were someone I looked up to. Maybe for vain reasons, I don't know. But you were someone I looked up to. Dylan McKay. Great character. You'll never be forgotten, my friend. Rest in peace.